Honestly, the most surprising part to me is how quick this car actually is once you give it some beans. Go! Whoa. So hello people, this is Moscarblog and in front of me is actually a special vehicle because this is the only BMW X5 you can get as a plug-in hybrid. In front of me is the BMW X5 50e and I didn't expect anything from this car, to be honest, but it surprised me really well. So in today's video I'm going to show you the exterior, the interior, and we will take it out for a drive, talk about its stats and data and about its looks, because I think it looks super good. So people, what does X5 50e means? Basically we've got a B58 with a hybrid setup, and the B58 is a straight 6 3 liter producing 313 horsepower in this one here, and combined we have a power output of 489 horsepower and 700 newton meters of torque. 8-gear transmission, and it's actually pretty fast, this thing. 0 to 100 is in 4.8 seconds, which is not slow at all for a car of this weight and with this power, because this thing weighs around 2.5 tons because of the electric assistance. There is a 25 kilowatt hours battery at the back, which is quite heavy, and for that it's actually quite fast, and it sounds pretty good as well. It actually sounds like a Toyota Supra since they have the same engine. So people, at the front, very slim new facelifted LED lights. I really love them on the new X5. Same with the X7, same like on the X7, we've got a matte black painted grille. I absolutely love this touch. It looks very good. There is a little blue surrounding on the BMW badge. This is because this is the hybrid variant. At the front, of course, we've got the M package, a very aggressive front bumper here, as you can see, with the air intakes. Everything is real at the X5. For some reason on the X7 and stuff, they were fake. Real intakes here everywhere, the sensors here, a beautiful grille that opens up, and a camera for our 360-degree camera view, of course. And just those lights, they look very sharp, very slim, like on the new M4 LCI. This is the new light design of BMW, and I think I really like it. We've got a massive 22-inch wheel, also with the blue BMW badge here, a red steel brake here, BMW individual rims. They look also pretty cool. 275 section at the front, 315 at the back. There's our little charging port, as you can see. There's our charging port, as you can see. When we open it up, we can charge it with 7.4 kilowatts. So it takes around 4.5 hours to fill it up completely with electric power, which is quite okay when you got a wall box at home and stuff like this, but for me right now it's not that good. At the back, massive 315 section tires, also with the red brakes. The red brakes gave it a really good accent. Just look at the X5 when we step some steps back. At the back, as you can see, the new facelifted LCI lights. I already reviewed the LCI. I did an X5 M60i back then, 1 year ago, when it was brand new. Today's video is more about the 50e, the hybrid, for those of you that are interested. This is the new facelifted lights here, as you can see. They look very nice. We got this exhaust setup with real exhausts behind it. It's not just the fake tip, we also got a real exhaust behind it. The weight of this car is 2.5 tons. You can also pull 2.7 tons with this car. And we've got 500 liters of trunk space and 1,700 liters when we fold down the seats. And that's quite a lot if you ask me, because 1,700 liters is a lot of space to carry some stuff. Let's open up the trunk here and check out the trunk space. Yeah, it's kind of full with some stuff, and we can also open this up. This is what I really like about the BMW SUV. The boot lid is there to make it easier for you to lift stuff in or to maybe take a seat. The boot would be bigger, but we got the battery below there. The battery power output alone is 197 horsepower and 280 newton meters, and you can drive up to 140 kilometers per hour just electric, which is really nice. So this makes it a really usable daily driver, which is super nice if you ask me. So people, this was the trunk, the exterior, and let's jump to the inside of this X5 50e. So people, inside of the back of the BMW X5 50e, we've got extended leather here, we've got leather here, we got a little, no, this is like a hard plastic, this is like plastic, but it doesn't feel that cheap. I think there's some type of coating on it, but it's plastic down here. Plasticky leather, cheap leather down here, but very nice materials up here. Aluminum door handle here. A little sun blade, a little sunshade, as you can see. And let's now jump inside. So people, inside of the bag we've got a panoramic glass roof here. We've got a lot of space actually. Very nice leather seats. They look very good, like on the BMW 7 Series. Head space is perfect, of course, in a BMW X5. We've got USB-C ports here to charge our phone. We've got USB-C ports down there. We don't have a dual climate control zone on this one, but we got two little storage spaces. We got the airplane style seat pocket here, which is also very cool, and of course USB-C here, leather on the front seat, and let's go to the front. So people, at the front of the BMW X5 50e, look at this. We've got extended leather here, which is super nice. Also leather down here. Our window switches, not in aluminum like on the BMW X7, but still very good leather here. The wood panel, the Harman Kardon sound system, a little M doorstep here. And those are the seats. Look at them. I absolutely love them. They are from the BMW 7 Series. Well, the previous one, and they look very good. They also got a BMW individual badge on them here, as you can see. So they are very cool and very comfortable. And we also got the M seat belts, as you can see, and a lot of leather and everything in here. So let's jump inside and take a look. So people, we've got an Alcantara roofliner here with Alcantara thick sunshades. They look very good. We've got this steering wheel here, fully leather, of course, with a blue BMW badge in there. I don't know if I like it, but this is because this is the hybrid, the only hybrid X5 for a fact. This is our little air. These are our new air vents. We've got the new iDrive 8.5 in this one. So we've got leather basically everywhere, also here on the dash, also on the passenger side. It's very luxurious. Leather steering wheel, wood trim here everywhere. This is our iDrive controller. As you can see, this is how we control the air ride. We can lower or make the car. We can lower the car or make it higher up. So basically, if you want to go off-road, you make it higher. If you want to save some fuel or look sporty, you make it down, which is also very cool. Battery hold mode, start-stop, sport mode, hybrid mode, fully electric mode. So a lot of features on this car, a lot of modes. This is our gear shifter, as you can see. Those are our new climate vents here, as you can see as well. This is the infotainment, the iDrive 8.5. You know it, I've showed it to you 1 million times. Basically, we've got our apps here and our main menu here, and then you can see everything and control everything through here. We also got apps like YouTube and stuff like this. Very cool. The new iDrive 8.5, and inside of the new BMW X5 50e. It suits this car very well. Very modern, very nice materials, looks really good. And I think that's enough talking. Let's now take it out for a drive and see how this thing drives. So people, let's now take out the BMW X5 50e for a drive. As you can see, we've got a beautiful 360-degree camera here. I'm currently starting the drive in the electric mode only. Look at this, it's got quite some decent power here. 197 horsepower. It's not slow in the electric, and that's what I want to show you, is that you could drive it fully electric on a daily basis without having any troubles. You can still overtake people. You are faster than a lot of people actually on the road, which is quite crazy. And you could drive it up to 140 kilometers per hour fully electric only. As you can see here, the engine is cold. I'm only allowed to put 75% of the power, and up to 50% of the power it will use the electric only. This is what this blue bar means. If I put it into the battery hold, it will go down to 25% because it wants to hold its battery level. It will use the engine once you start using over 25% of the battery, which I just currently did. Honestly, the most surprising part to me is how quick this car actually is once you give it some beans. And how agile it feels despite it being a 2.5 ton SUV. It's now switched to the electric mode. As you can see, I'm having that bar again, and I'm currently cruising fully electric, which is also pretty cool. The regen braking is also very nice, and it is adaptive, so if it will see a car in front of you, it will brake by itself and do a heavy braking and regen the energy back to the battery, which is very cool as well. So let's now put it into the sport mode here. Let's just try to do a 0 to 100 in the sport mode here and see what this thing does. So, foot on the brake, foot on the gas. Launch control, let's go. Whoa. And what a sound this beast has. Look at, that's what I mean. You hear all the stuff flying, right? This thing has power. 489 horsepower and 700 newton meters are not a joke, and you can clearly feel that it's boosting with the electric as well, because With the petrol engine, I only have 313 horsepower, and you feel that this is near 500 horsepower, this pull. It's always got the torque, it's always got the power. I really like driving this car, and I would have never imagined that the 50e would be this good. It's such a beautiful car, and when you have a full battery, you basically, and leave it into the hybrid mode, you basically don't use fuel at all. And since you have this car, when you have this car, you've got your own wall box probably, you will use a lot less fuel than in a diesel or something like this. But once that battery is depleted, good luck to you, because then it's probably around 13-14 liters, because you're carrying 2.5 tons with a B58 and an SUV shape. So let's do another 0 to 100 here. Let's floor it here and try it on the way back. Look at this punch. And it sounds like a B58 while it's doing so, which is so cool. So that's the performance side of it. I will do more performance on the way back. Let's put it back into the hybrid. It's currently using its adaptive regen brake and charging my battery back. And now it's obviously the engine is on, since I've driven it now with a little bit harder. It won't turn off the engine that quick. That's also really good. It won't mess up your car. Launching, let's go. Oh, that was fast. Wow, that's 100 already. I can't believe how fast this thing actually is. It's unbelievable to me. For a big X5 50e, it's not an M60i or something. Pop it into the reverse, get this beautiful camera here. Very easy to use as well. Look at this here. Throttle here when exiting. Let's go. Oh, it's a beefy car. It really pulls. This engine is not a joke. I don't know how the X5 50e is that good. It's very fast, honestly. Like, of course, don't expect it to be as fast as an M3 or something like this. It's not. But it's for an X5 50e, it is definitely very fast. 0 to 100 4.9 seconds is also very fast in an SUV. Let's try another one. Maybe I can beat the time. 0 to 100 in 4.8 seconds, which is basically the claimed figure by BMW. So perfect job. Perfect job. I want to do a full brake test from 100 km/h. Just slam the brakes and see how much it needs. Let's get it up to speed. And okay, I'm gonna slam the brakes now. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Wow. Okay, I destroyed all my belongings in this car. So that's not good. In seconds, which is crazy. That's like, you really stop very fast in this car. That was actually crazy. Wow. So let's put it back into the hybrid now and drive this car how it's supposed to be driven, and not like I'm driving it right now, because you're here to watch an X5 50e review and not an X5 track tool review. Also, you know what? I'm gonna put it into the full. It's not letting me put it into the full electric because it saw how I mistreated the car. Well, now it's back into the electric. Look at this here, full throttle electric. This is electric, by the way, which is crazy if you ask me. Fast enough, more than fast enough. Put it back into the hybrid mode here. Currently gliding in electric. Also the cruise assistant is very well. It's got the brand new assisted driving, of course, and stuff like this. It's very nice. Look at this. It steered me away from that car despite it being no lane on the ground, no lines, which is crazy. Let's put it up to 100 and see how it gets there itself. Currently using the electric power. Hey, I need some battery. Please go into the battery hold. And now it's shut on the engine and it's gliding itself there at 100 km/h. What a beautiful daily driver the X5 50e is, isn't it, people? So people, I hope you enjoyed this review of the X5 50e, my intense test with the X5 50e, and I hope we'll see you in the next one. Till then, goodbye.